Children across the city are set to swap their school books for Dennis the Menace. Celebrating 80 years of the Beano, York Explore are set to kick-start their reading challenge with a range of activities.
We run this reading challenge every summer because it's been found that children sometimes finish school, then they don't read much over the summer, and when they go back in September, their reading's dipped. So this is a way to keep them reading, but it's also part of the way that we in libraries want to enthuse children and give them that pleasure for reading, because that's the bit that's really important. You know, you can learn to read, but to learn to love reading is a thing that, really brings on their education, and just gives them something to help with their health and well-being, because it makes you relax, it takes you into another world, you can try things out without actually having to do it yourself. It's good for us because it gives us a chance to actually get children to talk about their reading, and for our staff they love that bit, because the children, they read their book and then they come in and they tell them all about it, and then as well as getting their prizes that they get for this, they go off and we help them choose new books for them to read. But we're going to be having a special launch event here, so they can come in. We've got a lady who's going to be doing some mask making, so they could book into that. We've got some Makers here, so they can do Minecraft and voxels and all sorts of bits and pieces just to drop in. So they're doing that as well as the actual reading challenge. For the challenge, they need to read 6 books over the summer if they can, and every time they read they'll get a prize.
Parents are backing the idea of getting their children involved.
Both my children, one of them's age 7, one of them age 10, and they're both boys, and sometimes it's a bit of a struggle to get them to read. So Casper, who's the oldest, who's 10, has been involved in it for about 4 years or so, and he just seems to have grown and grown more into it, really. First of all, it was like trying to get him to read, but now it's had such a major impact on both of them with the reading, to a point now where of an evening time we have this thing called the bedtime book club, where all 3 of us sit down and read. Marley's been involved in it for the last 3 or 4 years, he's 7, and he is just relentlessly reading now, and it's an absolute pleasure. It's really, really absolute pleasure. I think it's vitally important. It kind of develops their reading skills, develops their language, develops their literacy skills. And we see this as a lifelong passion for reading. It also encourages me to read, because when I see my children reading, it makes me read as well. And it's just great to see them involved. Like my youngest, Marley, he said to me the other day that, when is the member of staff from York Explore coming to the school to talk about Summer Reading Challenge? And I think they're going to love it that it's called Mischief Makers this year as well.
Children can sign up at any Explore York library and will have until Saturday the 15th of September to read and complete the challenge. Rebecca Cornby, That's TV.